very urgent. Your soulmate is about to say goodbye forever. Please don't ignore this. My beloved child, wait, don't scroll. There is something your heart has been trying to understand for a long time. You may have felt a strange silence, an unexpected distance, or an emotion you could never explain. But what if that silence is not the end? What if it is the final moment before everything changes? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Today is not about fear. It is about recognizing a choice before it disappears. Sometimes people don't say goodbye because they stopped caring. Sometimes they whisper goodbye because they believe their feelings no longer matter. And that is where the greatest misunderstanding begins. Listen carefully, because this message could change the way you see everything. Imagine someone standing at a crossroads, holding memories they never shared, carrying words they never had the courage to speak. They have almost convinced themselves to walk away forever, not because love was absent, but because hope became quiet. Yet destiny has a mysterious way of interrupting the story when it seems finished. The next unexpected moment, the next conversation, or even the next small decision could rewrite everything. Don't skip. The answer you've been searching for is much closer than it appears, and the most surprising chapter has not even opened yet. Before this story reaches its turning point, ask yourself one question: if life placed one final opportunity in front of you, would you recognize it, or would you let it pass without noticing? Many people wait until the last page before realizing the story was never truly over. That is why you are here today. Not by accident, but because there is still something left to understand. Stay with this message a little longer, because what comes next will reveal why this farewell is not as simple as it seems, and why the next moment may become the one you remember forever. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A quiet truth is about to unfold, and you need to hear it with an open heart. The person you have been thinking about may seem ready to close the door, yet appearances rarely tell the whole story. Sometimes people step back because they believe they have already lost the chance to be understood. They hide their feelings behind silence, hoping that somehow the other person will notice what words could never express. Don't skip. What seems like a final goodbye may actually be the last test before a brand new beginning. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Have you ever wondered why certain memories suddenly return without warning? Why familiar thoughts appear at the exact moment you least expect them? Life has a remarkable way of bringing unfinished chapters back into view. Just when someone believes they should walk away forever, one unexpected reminder can change everything. A single moment of clarity can replace weeks of doubt. A single conversation can erase countless misunderstandings. This is why today feels different. The story is moving toward a turning point, and the next chapter may reveal something neither side expected. So don't let your heart rush to conclusions. The greatest surprises often arrive quietly, without dramatic signs or loud announcements. Keep watching closely, because the next part uncovers the hidden reason this farewell has been growing in silence, and why one unexpected moment could transform everything you thought you knew. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A moment of truth is closer than you realize. Think about this for a second. What if the silence you have been noticing was never meant to push you away? What if it was simply the space where hidden emotions were growing stronger? Some people carry their deepest feelings so quietly that no one notices until the very last moment. They convince themselves that leaving is easier than risking one more disappointment. Yet life has a remarkable habit of changing direction when hope seems almost gone. Don't skip. What happens next may completely change the way you understand this story. There is another side that very few people ever see. While one person appears ready to walk away, their heart may still be holding on to a single unanswered question: what if things could have been different? That one question has the power to stop a goodbye before it becomes permanent. Sometimes the smallest sign, the simplest conversation, or the most unexpected encounter becomes the turning point everyone thought would never happen. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The chapter that seems ready to close could be preparing to open in a way no one expected. So remain patient for just a little longer. Not every ending is truly an ending, and not every goodbye lasts forever. The next part reveals the hidden reason this journey reached such a critical moment, and why one unexpected realization could rewrite everything before the final page is turned. Don't skip. The biggest revelation is still ahead. Everything has been leading to this moment. The pieces that once looked scattered are beginning to fit together, and the silence that seemed impossible to understand is finally revealing its purpose. There are moments in life when someone believes walking away is the only choice left, yet deep inside they are still waiting for one final reason to stay. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to discover is not the ending you imagined, it is the hidden turning point that changes the entire story. Imagine standing at the edge of a path, believing there is nothing left to hope for, when suddenly one unexpected realization changes everything. A forgotten memory returns. A new perspective appears. A feeling that seemed lost begins to awaken again. In that single moment, what looked like a permanent goodbye no longer feels certain. The heart starts asking questions instead of making conclusions. And sometimes, those questions become the beginning of an entirely new chapter. That is why this story is far from over. The biggest surprise does not arrive with noise, it arrives when no one is expecting it. Hold on just a little longer, because the next chapter uncovers the one truth that has been hidden from the very beginning. It explains why every delay, every unanswered thought, and every unexpected twist has led to this exact point. Don't skip. The most unforgettable revelation has not been spoken yet, and what comes next may completely change the meaning of everything you've heard so far. A hidden answer is finally beginning to rise to the surface. You may have spent countless moments wondering why everything became so quiet, but silence often protects emotions that words cannot carry. The story you have been following was never about losing someone forever, it was about reaching the moment when the truth could no longer stay hidden. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next few moments may change everything you believed about this journey. Sometimes the greatest turning point happens when both hearts stop running from what they truly feel. Doubts begin to fade. old misunderstandings lose their power. What once looked like distance starts revealing itself as preparation for a different future. Just when it seems that the final goodbye is only one step away, life quietly places an unexpected opportunity in front of both people. Most never notice it. A few recognize it instantly. That single moment has the power to transform an ending into a brand new beginning. So don't let this story leave your mind yet. The most meaningful chapter is still waiting to unfold, and the reason behind every delay is about to become clear. Don't skip. Keep your attention here, because the next part reveals the one detail that has remained hidden until now, and once you hear it, every piece of this story will finally begin to make sense. A quiet shift has already begun, even if no one around you can see it yet. There are moments when everything appears unchanged on the outside, while an entire story is transforming beneath the surface. The heart that once seemed ready to let go is now facing a question it cannot ignore: what if leaving is the biggest mistake? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the moment where doubt begins to lose its strength, and hope slowly finds its way back. Think about how often life surprises people at the exact moment they stop expecting anything. One unexpected reminder. One familiar place. One meaningful conversation. These small moments can carry more power than anyone realizes. They awaken memories that never truly disappeared and feelings that were only hidden by fear and uncertainty. What looked like a final goodbye starts to feel incomplete, as though the story itself is asking for one more chance before the last page is written. Stay with this journey just a little longer, because the biggest truth has not been revealed yet. The next chapter uncovers why every delay, every silence, and every unanswered question has been leading toward one unforgettable moment. Don't skip. The revelation ahead will connect every piece of this story in a way you never expected, and once you hear it, nothing will seem the same again. A remarkable moment is now closer than ever before. Everything that once felt confusing is beginning to reveal a deeper purpose. The silence was never empty, it was a space where decisions were quietly taking shape. The person who seemed ready to disappear has reached a point where looking back feels impossible, yet moving forward without answers feels even harder. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next step in this journey is unlike anything you have imagined. There is something extraordinary about the final moments before a story changes direction. People often believe the ending has already been written, only to discover that one unexpected realization rewrites everything. A single memory can soften a guarded heart. A single act of kindness can restore hope that seemed lost. What once looked like a permanent farewell may simply be the last shadow before a new sunrise. Sometimes the greatest surprise is not that someone returns, but that both people finally understand what truly mattered all along. Hold on for just a little longer. The final chapter carries the answer that has been hidden since the very beginning. Every question, every pause, and every twist has been leading to one unforgettable revelation. Don't skip. The ending of this story is not about losing hope. It is about discovering why the journey had to unfold this way before the truth could finally be seen. The final piece of this journey is almost within reach. If you have stayed this far, then you already know this story was never simply about a goodbye. It was about the quiet moments that reveal what truly matters. Sometimes life allows distance to uncover feelings that were impossible to recognize when everything felt ordinary. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What comes next is the moment every previous chapter has been preparing for. Imagine looking back and realizing that every unanswered question, every pause, and every unexpected twist had a purpose. The farewell that once seemed certain begins to lose its power as understanding takes its place. Hope grows stronger than doubt. Courage becomes louder than fear. The heart that once believed the story was over discovers that a new path has quietly opened ahead. The greatest surprises are rarely loud. They arrive with clarity, bringing peace where confusion once lived. Stay with this story until the very end, because the final chapter reveals the message that ties everything together. The answer you have been waiting for is closer than ever, and the journey is about to reach its most meaningful conclusion. Don't skip. The last part holds the revelation that gives every previous moment its true meaning. The ending is finally in sight, but not in the way anyone expected. The story was never asking you to fear a goodbye, it was asking you to understand what a goodbye can reveal. When emotions remain unspoken for too long, people sometimes believe walking away is the safest choice. Yet just before that final step, life has a way of placing one unexpected moment in front of them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The truth you have been waiting for is closer than ever. Picture this: a quiet moment arrives when everything slows down. The memories that were pushed aside begin returning one by one. Questions replace certainty. The heart that believed it had already made its final decision suddenly realizes there is still one chapter left to read. That is why this journey has felt so mysterious from the beginning. It was never about proving who was right or wrong. It was about discovering that hope can appear when it seems least likely. Sometimes the smallest realization changes the direction of an entire future. Stay with this story for just one more chapter. The final revelation is about to connect every clue, every silence, and every unexpected turn into one unforgettable conclusion. Don't skip. What comes next is the moment this entire journey has been building toward, and once you hear it, you'll understand why this story could never truly end with goodbye. This is the moment everything has been leading toward. If you've stayed with this journey, you already know that every silence, every question, and every unexpected twist carried a purpose. The goodbye that once seemed certain was never the true destination. It was simply the point where everything had to pause before a new path could appear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final truth is far more meaningful than anyone expected. Life has a remarkable way of reminding us that stories are rarely finished when we think they are. Sometimes the greatest change begins with a quiet realization, an honest conversation, or the courage to see a situation differently. What once looked like the end becomes the beginning of growth, understanding, and renewed hope. Instead of focusing on fear or loss, this journey invites you to believe that even difficult moments can open the door to something better. The most unforgettable endings are often the ones that leave room for a brighter tomorrow. As this chapter closes, carry one thought with you: never let a single moment define an entire story. Hearts can change, perspectives can grow, and tomorrow can bring possibilities that today cannot yet reveal. Don't skip. If this message stayed with you from the beginning until now, then perhaps the greatest lesson was never about saying goodbye, it was about never losing hope before the next chapter has a chance to begin. One last truth remains, and it may be the most important of all. Throughout this journey, every pause, every unanswered question, and every unexpected turn has pointed toward a single realization: what truly matters is not the fear of losing someone, but the courage to value what is meaningful before the moment passes. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story has never been about certainty, it has always been about discovering hope when everything feels unclear. Imagine looking back months from now and seeing this chapter from a completely different perspective. The moments that once felt confusing suddenly make sense. The silence becomes a lesson. The waiting becomes preparation. The goodbye you feared becomes only one possibility among many, not an unavoidable ending. Life has a way of opening doors that no one expected, and sometimes the most remarkable opportunities appear only after we stop assuming we already know how the story ends. That is why this journey has invited you to keep listening instead of giving up too soon. Now only one final chapter remains. It holds the message that brings every clue together and reveals why this journey was never meant to leave you in uncertainty. Don't skip. Stay with the story until the very end, because the last chapter is where every question finally finds its place, and the greatest surprise is still waiting just ahead.